Man, this show just got interesting. It's always been good, but it just got interesting. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Ever since Marvel's What If show started, I've been here faithfully, for the most part, breaking down and talking about each story across the MCU multiverse. But this one, episode 8, nothing amounts to this one. First of all, we finally got a sequel to one of these episodes. Last week, episode 7 focused on Thor, and it was so very boring. It really was. And I saw the ending with Ultron and the Infinity Stones and stuff, but I didn't even really get hyped for that, because how many episodes have we seen in this show end with a dramatic cliffhanger like that? Too many to count, right? But we finally got a sequel, and it was flabbergasting at the very least. This episode housed some of the best animated sequences of the series so far. The story was dark, heartbreaking, but action-packed and suspenseful too at the same time. It also elevates Avengers Age of Ultron. When Ultron had the Vision's body and he was trying to transfer himself into it, I didn't think him succeeding would be a potentially universal threat. It turns out the Avengers saved more than just Earth when they stopped him back in 2015. This is the kind of What If episode I've been wanting to see the most. What if a villain had already won and already conquered the Earth? Whatever remaining heroes were left had to find a way to stop him in a last desperate attempt. I really wanted that more so with Thanos. That just seemed more logical. I also didn't like how Ultron killed him so easily. I don't think that would really happen, especially with him already having 5 Infinity Stones. That wouldn't really happen, and that doesn't make sense to me. But oftentimes, very often, you can't have logic sometimes, because then you wouldn't have a terrific story if logic was always implied. Because in actuality, that wouldn't happen. Ultron with 1 Infinity Stone versus Thanos with 5 Infinity Stones, there's no way. But Ultron gets all 6 Infinity Stones and he conquers the universe, going from planet to planet, world to world, murdering trillions. Much like the Mad Titan did, except Ultron's body count surpasses Thanos by the zillions. And he gets so powerful, he's able to hear the Watcher's narration of the show. That was scary. That was genuinely scary, man. He hurried up and closed the curtains on him. It's like, man, that was scary. That is very scary when you watching somebody from afar and then they turn around and look dead at you. Man, Ultron, I'm gonna tell y'all, Ultron earned some serious major points from this episode. Seriously. And the voice acting was good. The voice acting was alright. I wasn't a big fan of it, actually. I prefer the guy, I don't know his name, I know he played on The Office, but the guy who talked Ultron in Avengers Age of Ultron, the live action movie, I prefer his voice, because in that movie Ultron's voice was more, not only robotic, but it was deeper and it was more, a little bit more sinister, and it just, his voice made the character more intimidating. And I think that while he was very intimidating in this animated version, if they had his original voice, the guy who was voicing him in the movies, if they had him voice him in the cartoon, it would have been 10 times better. Because in the movie, he sounded way better, and it was way cooler.
I can't physically throw up in my mouth, but
If you believe in peace, then let us keep it.
I think you're confusing peace with quiet.
Yeah, what's the vibranium for?
I'm glad you asked that, because I wanted to take this time to explain my evil plan.
There's so many great moments in this story, but the best is when the Watcher went Super Saiyan and fought back. We got eye-popping scenes, an Earth populated by Skrulls, a world where Steve Rogers is being sworn in as the President of the United States. He does seem like he'd be a good president. We even see a Galactus version of Ultron where he swallows an entire galaxy. This was crazy. Before, this show was just giving us different plots. Every episode was different. It was just going through story through story through story. Nothing is really connected. Now, it's a series. Now, you gotta watch every episode to understand what's going on. And it's gonna be very interesting to see Doctor Strange and the Watcher team up to stop Ultron. Man, when you think about the events of Avengers Age of Ultron, that movie would have ended a lot sooner if the Avengers failed to stop Ultron in Korea from connecting to the Vision's body. And he was so close to fully connection too. It's like, man, I just keep thinking about that. It's like, that's all it took for him to connect and he would have took over. Man. And the way Ultron was just taking over like he did it feels illegal. Like he shouldn't have been allowed to take over like that. Going from world to world, conquering and killing everybody we know in the MCU, eventually destroying the whole universe, and now he has access to the multiverse. It feels illegal. Man, guys, let me know what you thought of this episode. This one was a doozy. I couldn't believe it. And like I said, now you gotta watch every episode to understand what's going on. Now it's a series. And it's solidified too. It's great. Let me know what you thought of it. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Same Watcher Tom, same Watcher channel. Any thoughts? You can leave down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.